Hello YouTube, Reseller Mom here. Welcome to today's video. Today is Sunday, September 6th. I'm out in front of Kohls. It's Labor Day weekend. It's gorgeous outside, and I'm going to do a haul video for you guys with the stuff that I get in at Kohls. But first, I thought I'd go over kind of what I'm doing to prepare myself going into Kohls, kind of the steps that I take to make sure everything's lined up and goes smooth. So the first thing I did was I made sure all coupon codes and rewards and everything like that was loaded into the phone app. So there's a Kohls app that you can use. It syncs with your reward programs. You can add in your Kohls cash, you can add in your discounts and coupons, you can add everything into there, which is kind of handy. So I make sure that gets all loaded up. Now last weekend I did earn $80 Kohls cash. However, it's not good until the 9th. So they do that on purpose. They run big sales and then the cash isn't available until after the sale's over. They're not stupid there. So the idea today is to rack up some more cash. They are doing $5 for every 25 spent on Labor Day weekend, and have a bunch of cash to pretty much go on a shopping spree next weekend for work and have some money to go towards that. I should have well over $100 towards next weekend's Kohls trip. Now, some of the other things I do is in Scoutify 2, which is the scanning app you get with Inventory Lab, I will create a new buy sheet, and then I'll go through and I'll make sure that the default tax code and default discount code are set to whatever I have today, which I don't know if I really have anything, because it's the code today is something like 10 off $25 or 10 off $50 spent, something like that. So it's not a flat 10% off or whatnot, but whatever it is, set up those codes so once you start scanning and adding to your buy list, it populates right. And also, if you're scanning something, you're looking at it and you want to plug in the price, you can plug in the price and then it will calculate in the tax and the discount to tell you the margins and percent ratios, etc. So that is very nice with Scoutify 2. Now Scoutify 2, I don't remember if I said this, but it was with Inventory Lab. The buy sheet is really nice. I will add everything I'm getting today to that buy sheet. I will put in exact quantities today. If you haven't heard on any sort of news forums, Amazon is canceling out if you monkey with your, quantities in shipments. They are canceling shipments after people have shipped them if quantities have been messed with too much. So I don't know what's going on with that, so I'm going to play it safe and add all the quantities in. When I get home, that buy sheet, I email it to myself, and then it's in an Excel spreadsheet, CVS type format. You can go through and you can adjust prices at that point. You can adjust prices and discounts and all of that stuff, but the good information is there, the ASIN and the name and all that stuff. So once you clean up your file, you can then upload it to Inventory Lab. At that point, the system will also flag you of any hazardous items, category restrictions, gated things, duplicates, things that are already in your inventory, etc., and clean up again. And that's a great time because usually I upload that list before I've taken tags off. So if I am gated in something or there's some sort of restriction going on, then I haven't even taken it really out of the bag. So I can take that item and then return it. So I will get my buy sheet ready to go, get my discounts and stuff ready to go. I am going to look at raise.com again, see if there's any discounted gift cards that I can use. I haven't had much luck with that. And then lastly, I auto join the Wi-Fi in Kohls, and I clear any apps on my phone that are open. So I'm one of those people that have, 25 apps open, and sometimes it slows down your phone if you're trying to scan and be fast with your scanning programs. So I will close down all those programs. Sometimes I'll reboot my phone too before scanning if it's been giving me some trouble. But that's kind of my before montage of what getting in there. I also have water, snacks. In my purse, I have cart wipes, alcohol spray, hand sanitizer, my mask, everything that I would need to do a couple hours of scanning. The food and water I do keep out in the car. I used to put snacks and water in my purse, but now with COVID, it just stays out in the car. Anyhow, so if I get hungry or thirsty, not going to let that stop me from shopping. Now, let's see here. I don't really have any particular goals necessarily with Kohls other than to This is one that is about 45 minutes from my house, so I want to make sure I pick it over until it's clean because I won't be back for a long time. And I am needing more inventory. I have a mixture of stuff. The other day I did a 230 item buy list with a whole bunch of Kohls stuff and then retail or online arbitrage stuff, and getting that out tomorrow and the next day. I have hired my old neighbor's daughter, who I've known since she was 4 or 5 years old. She's the cutest thing, and she has been helping pack up, and she is amazing. So I'm like, I need to get more stuff because she's packing things up faster than I can buy them, which is great. It's going to kick me up into high gear, and I'm hoping to double up things for Q4. That's kind of the goal there. So I need to go find some stuff. All right, I will show you what we get. Today must be my lucky day. I was upstairs. I'm going to start with intimates, and on the floor was somebody's Amazon ticket that they left or trashed. I find these all over the place. Whenever you return an Amazon item to Kohls, you get one of these tickets. Now on the other side is the tracking information for your return item and the code for this 25% off coupon. These things are all, like I said, I end up finding them on the floor quite a bit, more often than one would think. So keep your eyes peeled for them because 25% off is really good for today. I wanted to show you guys the cart before I go check out, but I'm getting ready to go check out, just cleaning up a little bit in the women's area. I've got a ton of pants, killed it with Spanx and some Hanes sheer pantyhose, and then the whole basket down there is filled with bras. Inventory Lab says my total for today should be around $1,288, which is going to take a while to check out. So I'm exhausted. It's getting close to dinner time, and I still have to go check out, and then I will talk to you guys and show you the highlights in the car. Got checked out, got everything loaded up. I wanted to show you guys the sheer volume of clothes that was purchased, and we're going to go over numbers inside the car, but it is 6 large bagfuls of clothes, bras, pantyhose. So let's get in the car and talk numbers. So just like having a kind of checklist of things that I like to do before going into the store to make my trip smoother, same goes for loading up and getting things home. Some of the things that I like to do is double bag if the bags are falling apart or if they're heavy or whatnot. Kohls bags are not the greatest, so I do like to double bag them a lot of times. I like to tie the tops up on the top. I have a good 45-minute drive home that I'm going to park in a driveway. Sometimes I'm parking on a slant. The last thing you want to do is open up the back trunk and have your stuff fall out onto the ground and get ruined because of something simple that you could solve by just tying them up. All right, I have grabbed everything to go through with you guys. Oh, and then of course sanitized down, and I put on my sunglasses, turned on the car, got the AC going to get some air in here. Unfortunately, my water bottle is, like 90 degrees, so that's not fun, but that's all right. I'm gonna go home and have dinner. So this was the longest receipt she said she ever had, and it was definitely my biggest Kohls shopping trip. It was amazing there. I was a little blown away because I've had so many bad Kohls trips of scraping the barrel. I mean, just really digging in to try and find anything. And this one, I was hunkering down in spots for a long time and finding lots of good stuff. Now, it was kind of pocketed. So, I found a good chunk of jeans or pants, and then that was kind of it. There was none anywhere else. So, that's fine. That's usually how it rolls. So this is my receipt, Owen, which is quite funny. We could probably decorate the Christmas tree, go around several times with it. And it's close to what Inventory Lab had. Where it went, I had to put 2 items back, and I'll talk about that for just a second here. I found some giraffes. I did not bring them to show you guys because I'm on the fence with them, and they're from FAO Schwartz. They were buying for 10, selling for 30. I love FAO Schwartz. However, earlier today or yesterday, sometime this weekend, I saw on Facebook that somebody got a threatening letter from them or whatnot. Now, there were 4 giraffes, and at checkout I realized 2 did not have the tags on them, so I had them put back. So Inventory Labs' prediction of spending $1,200 was pretty on the money. It was a little over $1,200, and the total I spent was $1,292.15. Now, I did have about $50 worth of personal items in there, so you subtract $50 out, and for work I spent $1,242.15, which is the most I've ever spent at Kohls. It was really good. If I had to have tried to film this, oh my gosh, I would have been there forever. It is after 5 o'clock right now, and I started around noon, so I am definitely exhausted. Okay, so let's see here, 140 items, and I think I got about 5 personal items, so about 135 for work, which is crazy. The tax was a little bit more. It's 10.5% here. That 0.5% is what it is. I'll just fix it when I download that CBS file and get everything fixed up in the system. Finding the 25% off coupon saved me $356.52. So I'm telling you, if you're going to do Kohls, work in your Amazon returns, or ask a friend, or put it out on Facebook. I mean, sometimes you can even buy coupon codes. I don't know if you can buy the Kohls 25% off because it's kind of valid that one day. It's not really something that I would see there, but I have found them on the floor, on shelves. If you just go back to the Amazon kind of area and kind of look for dump spaces that people would dump their trash or whatnot, or the nearest trash can. You know, I'm not above pulling a 25% off coupon out of the trash and then sanitizing my hands to save $356. Let me tell you, I would definitely do that. No shame in my game. I did have a $10 off 25 or more thing, and Kohls Cash, I got, hold on, does it say here? It doesn't say here. I'm gonna have to pull that out, because it was over $100 in Kohls Cash. It was, let me see here, $230 in Kohls Cash. $230. That is insane. And I've got $80 from last weekend, so I have over $300 to shop with next weekend. That's not even factored into all the savings that I did today. Everything was of the 80% off racks with the extra stuff. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to show you guys the things, and I'm going to scan them with you so that you can see what I was looking at and what I was getting. Let's see, is there anything else interesting on this receipt? 140 items. Yeah, I paid $122 in tax, which that is what it is for my area. They will not take reseller permits, but definitely ask. Some areas do. I did have a little bit of Kohls Cash, $25 worth, and I don't know how, it was one of the rewards that took 15 cents off of every item. So that's pretty good. Okay, nothing really here to see, and it's very long. I'm gonna have to fold this guy up somehow. I don't know, I'm gonna put it on the floor for right now. But let's go through. I pulled 3 pairs of pants, 2 bras, and a hard good to show you guys. And then we'll scan these items, and then you can just multiply it. I mean, 130 items, and it's all roughly the same thing. So, and I didn't bring the Spanx out because you guys saw that last weekend, or you will as soon as I get the video posted. Okay, so this guy right here, $20 tag, $7.99, and then it scans in even cheaper. So we'll go through that. But name brand, name brand, name brand. Over in the hard good cup area, I scanned some Under Armour cups. Yeah, I think it was Under Armour cups. There's some name brand cups. I also scanned some food type of containers, a microwave container. Nothing else came in but frozen, so that was pretty good. I wound up getting 3 styles, and I could have sworn, I'm gonna have to go back and watch my video from last weekend, that, or whatever weekend it was, that the purple, is this pink or purple? Purple did not scan in well, but today it was scanning in really good. So we'll look at that. These two bras, I wanted to get bras that were not gated for you guys to show you guys, but I got a ton of Bali bras. Bali is by far the highest, goes for the most money on Amazon in terms of bras at Kohls. So I got a Lily of the Valley, or Lily of France, what is it? Lily of the Valley is like a fragrance. Lily of France is the bra. And a, what I put, Warner's for you guys to see. Then we've got a flex pants. This guy, Van Heusen flex pants. We're down to like $12 or something crazy, which is amazing if you guys need work pants. Which I have a feeling that there's a reason so many work pants are on the shelf, because people aren't buying fancy pants to go out with. I know that I'm not wearing fancy pants too much. Got some Gloria Vanderbilts and some Lee, again, more of a work trouser. So I'm going to switch off of the camera here and go to Inventory Lab and Kohls, because I want to show you the price from Kohls, because I'm still here, so it's going to still flag the store price. And then we'll go over and look at the Inventory Lab price. Just FYI, I also do lock my doors when I'm sitting in here. I think that's good. Just follow all safety precautions, especially getting into Q4 and the way the economy is and stuff. I like to park as close as I can to the front door. You know, don't leave valuables in the car. You know, follow all the general safety rules that are out there. Okay, let's get going. We're going to switch over to the Kohls app, and all I want to do is not my wallet. Go to the home. We're going to open up the little scanner, and we'll do Gloria Vanderbilt here first. Did it really flag it? There we go. So $9.60. That will be the price going in. Then you will take another 25% off if you have the coupon. And I paid, 10.5% in tax. So I needed that $9.60 to plug into, what does it say? I have $25 redeemable Kohls cash. No, she said that was already used. I don't know why my app is not syncing up, but it says in my wallet I have $25 of Kohls cash, but I don't. She tried to scan it. It didn't work. Okay, so look at that ring, number 93. And then if we pop in $9.60, it will do the calculations for you. ROI of 220%. These pants are going for $38, which is fine. You got a lot of wiggle room there with a range of $17. I love that range because if I want to drop my price or have a little bit of fluctuation in my price, I've got a lot of room to work with. So these were one of my favorite finds. On the clothes, I did go down to about 60% on ROI, because I do have somebody that is amazing at bagging and tagging, and I'm paying them $10 an hour to bag and tag for me, and she can rip through things really quick. So if I was still going to make $8, but it was 60% ROI, I'm throwing it into the bag because it's worth it. It's worth it. It will pay for her to come and work for me, and then some. My son's doing really well too. Both teenagers are turning out to be a really good positive. Okay, so I'm going to hit scan more products, which I think I was going backwards. I didn't realize there was another button. Okay, this is the Kohls app is not the greatest. I think on the other video that I did, I was going back and then hitting the scan button again. And then I found that button today. So live and learn. All right, loving these. The price tag on there says $13.20. MSRP $44. So you can kind of gauge that if it was in the, $10 to $15 range, you're going to knock off a couple of dollars. So $10.56. Let's go over and scan it here. We're going to plug in. We're going to do a little bit of research. So I got to remember that $10.56. I did a lot of research because a lot of things were coming up like this, and 249 in rank makes me want to see, hey, are these $30 pants? Because they're basically costing me $10. I want to go ahead and see if they're selling, right? Oh, come on now. So if you go in here, you can easily see, I gotta blow it up, that the picture matches up. Sometimes it doesn't. You want to make sure you're on the right thing, right? So Amazon comes in and out of stock, and $29.90 seems to be pretty good. It looks like they had one high seller up there, $34.50, but $29 is going to be fine. So what was it, $10.56? We're going to we're going to put in $29.99, hit save, and realistically paying $30 for a pair of trousers, a pair of nice work trouser name brand, is totally doable. That is a good range. You want to make sure your prices look and feel legit. You know, you're not going to get a pair of pants for $10 and really sell them for $200 unless if they are some crazy name brand. Ooh, and I didn't grab this video game. I need to, because I need to show you guys that. So we'll have to pause the video and go to that one. But this was one of my another favorite find I wanted to show you guys. Now let's go to the men's trousers. We're going to go back over to Kohls, scan more products. They have $15 on the tag, $12 clearance price. And once you know that, that this one's 15 to 12, there was 5 other pairs. So I didn't have to go back to the Kohls to really look it up. I knew that they were $12 and regularly $75 trousers. So yes, it was tedious going back and forth, but totally worth it. Same with Keepa. There was probably a good couple dozen items that I needed to pull up the Keepa graph, and it was worth it. They were almost always putting in the cart. Okay, what did we say that was? $12? Going for $30, another good find. You're getting $75 pants for $30, and then or make it $8. And that's where these types of decisions that were in that 60-80% ROI range, I'm going to go ahead and get, because I have somebody packing for me, and they don't take too much time. They a little detail. You do got to lint roll and fold and, pack them up, but really not that much labor intensive for $8. You can do quite a few pairs of pants in an hour processing. Now, Amazon is on there, and you can see that somebody else is on there for $34.99, which makes me think that Amazon goes in and out of stock on these, and other people have a higher price. So when Amazon goes out of stock, it jumps up to that higher price and still sells fairly well. It probably won't have as awesome of a rank at $34 as it does at $29, but it's probably not going to be that bad. I mean, $5 is not a huge markup, and that's up to you. If you see a situation like this, you may want to send it in at $34, let it sit for a while and see if Amazon goes in and out. And if it sells for $34, awesome. You've made $5 extra for basically nothing. But up to you. That's definitely something you want to think about, look at, etc. And I've been looking at, I can't remember what the heck it is. Okay, next time when I remember something, I will try and remember and share with you. But it's a repricer that kind of plays with the buy box and gets more money for your items because they play with the buy box. And if the buy box rotates between, we'll just say in this situation, 29 and 34, and it's still rotating the buy box, it will price up your items, and people are getting better money. And the way the system works, the algorithm learns and stuff. I don't know. Sounded very Star Trek-ish to me when the people were explaining it. Let's go on to bras. Oh, and this lady's smoking a cigarette right next to me, and my car is taken in the air. Do not care for it. This one was, let's see here, the yellow tag is $19, $15.20, regular $38. Now, I'm going to go into here and see what, and crash, because that's what my freaking app likes to do. So here we can see we've got 2 FBA sellers at $37.99 and one, the buy box is at $34.99. So if I put in $15.20, it's going to calculate out the tax of 10% and the discount of 25%. The net profit is $12.50, which is 99%. So yeah, $12 to pack up that bra, I will definitely do that. So this is another one where, do you put it in at $34.99 or do you bump it up to $37.99? I usually feel like bumping it up to $37.99 and rotate it. It will usually rotate around. Plus, we're going into Q4, which is the big, busy season. So I think this is a really nice bra. It's a very pretty color and good brand name and everything, and you'd be making $3 extra. And it's those types of decisions that are either going to equate to a lot of inventory not moving or a little bit more money for your inventory. And there's no right answer either. If I bet half of you feel like you should go in at 34 and compete for the buy box and turn and burn and move your money, rotate your capital, and the others are like, you know what, if it takes an extra week to get the $3, you may as well do that for all your inventory and make the extra money. Don't leave money on the table. And both of you guys, all of y'all, would be right. All right, one more bra, and then I gotta find that video game because it was crazy. That scanned really fast. $16, regularly $40. This is Warner's Elements of Bliss wire-free. I do find that wire-free stuff does have a pretty good, sells well or sells a lot. Where did we, hold on, what was it again? 16. Okay, another one we're going to have to look at the Keepa chart. I didn't plan this. I didn't scan these guys ahead of time. I just pulled out some and was trying to think of not getting bally. And all right, there's nothing, no recent sold, so we're going to hit the 413. Looks like Amazon had it at about 25, and then it may have bumped up to 32. So right around that 28 to 32 range is what I want to pop mine in for. Crud, I am so hungry. I need to I'm losing, not remembering. There we go. So if I pop it in at $32.99, there's nobody on it, right? I'd be the only seller, making $9.77 at 74% ROI. So there you go. All right, I'm going to put these clothes in the back and grab that video game because it was stupid crazy. All right, I had to go dig around for a minute for it, but I finally found it, and I tried scanning it and remembered that it did not scan in, so I had to go over to customer service and ask them to price check it, and it was right around $3. But let me show you what it looks like on Amazon. It does have a security device thing on it that I'm going to have to try and carefully remove. That's going to require some diligence. But look at that. For an $80 sale price, I will take my freaking microscope out and some tweezers and get this thing cleaned up. $60 profit game. I don't know what the heck and why. I did go over to Amazon and scan it there just to like double check my restrictions. I was kind of, my jaw was on the floor with this one because it's Kohls, and I don't ever usually have luck with games at Kohls. So of course I went and I scanned all the other games on the clearance rack and they were all junk. But this one's interesting. I don't know. I have a feeling like it's too good to be true. So we'll see. But this has been my most amazing find at a Kohls. $3 into an $80 sale, possibly. Heck, even if it's into a $20, $30 sale, it's still good. It just would be amazing if it was into an $80 sale. All right, I wanted to show you two other things. Yeah, one's a personal item, and then this one is some divide and conquer mask formulas, which are pretty cool. If it doesn't show up, that's okay. It was $2.09. I think you guys can figure out. Yeah, it's not working. $2.09. We've got the 25% off and whatever else off, so it's under $2, going for $12.99. So this was another one to keep your eyes out for because it's kind of a new one to me. I always love finding new things. Divide and conquer multi-mask. It doesn't have an expiration date. It has a after you open it, it will be good for X amount of months date, which I think is called POD product. Oh, I can't remember right now. I definitely need food. But $5, keep your eyes out for that one. There was a couple other items that I was scanning in the makeup. I spent some time in the perfume. Didn't get anything. But, you know, this was an easy one to add into there. And looks pretty cool. It would also make a great Christmas gift. So let me switch back to the camera. How do I... So you just never know what you're going to find at Kohls. Both of these items I wouldn't have thought were going to be good and sellable, etc. And this one being a $2 item, I was like, no, that's not even going to show up. And sure enough, it did, and it will be a fun little product to sell. This guy was, you know, $3 video game, and I thought, it's probably worthless, but it turned out really good. It's my best product of the day. Now, I don't know enough about rank in video games. I think it was at 24,000. I don't know if that was the subgroup or not. I'd have to go look and scan it again. But for $3 into $80, I was going to get it because, heck, I just can't pass that up. Especially going into Q4. Sometimes people want to find games that they can't find right now. I know that everybody really wanted to do Animal Crossing, and the Nintendo Switch sold out. So not only are we going into the busy time of the month, we have the whole COVID supply chain mess up to deal with. And so for $3, I wanted to get it. My goodness. Now, I did pull one of my personal finds, which I didn't think I would be finding Christmas. They seem to still can't get rid of Christmas. They also had Easter Peeps. I scanned some Easter candies and whatnot, but the expiration date wasn't good, or it just didn't scan in well. But this guy was $3, and of course I'm getting 25% off, so that will go in one of my bathrooms. Smells pretty good. It's like vanilla. I found a coat for myself for 20 bucks that I love, and a pair of pants, and then some other candles, one other candle, and there was something else. Oh, a little wine thingy that I got for a gift. But now is the time where I'm starting to look at things, and even if I don't keep this, you know, having a candle as a little gift during the holidays is always good. I usually keep a handful of candles or wines or things that I find that are like this, that are on clearance for $3, that I have as go-to gifts for neighbors, friends, families, or whatnot. And I'll usually take a few items, make up a cute little gift basket for people, and then that way I can give out nice gifts but not break the bank. So start looking for those types of things if you are if you celebrate holidays like we do. That's all I got for today. I'm exhausted. $1,200, 140 items, 135 for work, 135 items, and I'm trying to get things processed. I was talking to my teenagers the other day saying that I really want to get you know, I'm estimating about 50 to 70 items I sell currently during the day, like consistently on Amazon. So I really want to get that up to about 100 items plus. So that means that I need to get over 700 items out every week, right? So I've got 130 to go. I just need, you know, 600 more. No, I have the order that I did the other day is 230 that's going out this week. So that's 230 plus 130. 360 items towards my goal, and we're going to start trying to write these down too, so that it's a little bit more trackable or visual. I have it on a spreadsheet, but the spreadsheet's on the computer. Unless if it's open, I don't really look at it, right? So I need to put it on my whiteboard so I can have my goals like smack in my face. All right, guys, if you have any questions, leave them down below. If you have any comments or questions, I'd love to hear from you guys. And if you have any knowledge of FAO Schwarz, let me know. I'm thinking about holding on to those two stuffed animals and waiting till I do a little bit more research on that brand to see if they're locking down. I heard Crocs are going after people on eBay as well as Amazon. So if you are big into selling Crocs, you may want to leave that brand alone for a minute. I'm going to be doing, hopefully this week, a shindig with FBA insiders on sourcing for Q4. So that should be super fun. And not this week, but next week will be the reseller news. So I'm excited for that as well. Take care. Oh yeah, give me a thumbs up. That helps me out as well. I always forget. I need to put that at the beginning of my videos, and not at the super duper end. But take care and have an amazing week.